It is now the fourth quarter of 2015. It has started, ready or not. The only question is, have you started with it? Have you started today being powerful? You got 92 days left in 2015. And it's the time of the year that you can literally run through the finish line. It can be the best quarter of the entire year 2015. And you just got to do some right steps. So one, since today's the first day of the fourth quarter, simply take a little bit of time to figure out how many days am I actually going to work between now and the end of the year. Because you're going to have holidays, you got weekends, you got days off, you got time off. Whatever time you're taking off, get out a calendar for October, November, December. Sit down and actually mark off how many days am I going to work. It may only be 60 days. It may be 65 days. It may be 70 days. Maybe 72 days. But for most of you, it's not going to be anything more than about 72 days, about 10 weeks of actual work. And for a lot of you, it's going to be less than that. And by the way, my smoke detector beeper just started beeping in the background, so just ignore that, because here's what it's about. What are you going to do between now and the end of the year? The average realtor takes the holidays off, and here's the reality. The realtor holidays officially began on November 1st. So most real estate agents, after Halloween, October 31st, they're like, nah, nobody's buying, nobody's selling. They mentally check out. That's the amateur approach. The pro approach is to understand that there is huge opportunities in October, November, and December, and if you want to go into 2016 with momentum instead of with huge credit card debt or whatever, you got to be taking action right now, and you got to stay intense and focused and pedal to the metal all the way through the end of the year. Now, that doesn't mean you work all 92 days. What it simply means is when you're working, actually be working. Like the song says, work hard so you can play hard. But when you're working, be absolutely intense, focus, be intentional. Here's what I want you to do. If you've not already set your goals for the fourth quarter of 2015, you need some clear goals. Now, you set a business plan or created a business plan back at the beginning of the year. That's 3 quarters past. So whatever you've done in the past is past. Whatever momentum you've got going right now from the first 3 quarters of the year, that's awesome. If you got no momentum, what a better time than right now to create momentum. So here's what you want to do. Figure out how many days, number one, how many days am I going to work between now and the end of 2015. Number two, how many listings am I going to take between now and the end of the year? How many new sales am I going to put in escrow or under contract between now and the end of the year? Because you really have only about 30 days to get deals done that are going to close and pay you before the end of the year. So the goal is between now and December 31st, how many deals am I going to get under contract so that I'll make some money off the ones I do in October, maybe early part of November, maybe the end of November, but by December for sure. And a lot of November's deals, when you take a listing, is not going to pay you until 2016. However, I'm very interested in you making good money in January and February of 2016, so you start the year strong with momentum and with excitement and enthusiasm rather than stress and fear and frustration and desperation, because all of those they just create a bad odor about you. It's the commission breath that comes out when you run out of business. So you got to make sure you're doing that. So how many days you're going to work, how many listings you're going to take, how many sales are you going to put under contract, and then finally, how much money in pending and closed commissions are you going to earn between now and the end of the year. Now, you may not get paid all of it till some of it in January or February, but if you put something, anything you put into escrow or under contract between now and the end of the year, that's commissions earned, and that's just whether it's in your bank account yet or not. It's money, it's cash flow, it's in the pipelines, it's coming to you. But until you get the listings, until you get the sales, there's no money in the pipelines. So right now, get clear on your intentions, get excited about it. Intention and intensity are going to make your fourth quarter absolutely rock. It's time to run through the finish line. Be victorious in the fourth quarter. I'm all for you. If you like this video, if it's helped, share it with anybody else, make any comments, ask any questions. We'll talk soon.